Welcome back to the Podio for Property Management series, and today I'm going to show you one of my absolute favorite features, and that is automatic scheduling. In this specific instance, we're going to talk about scheduling showings based on tenant leads. You've got to think about this. How many calls would you say it takes to get a property leased? And if every call averaged, let's say 5 minutes, and let's say you averaged 10 calls to get a property leased, not to mention the time to do the showings, but say the average call center charges $1 a minute, you're looking at $50 just in calls to get a property lease. Now, a lot of people do not consider this expense, but if you have hundreds of properties and you've got multiple vacancies at any given time, this is a significant expense and can have a huge impact on your bottom line. That's why today's feature is one of my absolute favorites. So you can see here, I'm on my demo property management site, and you'll notice this is an AppFolio site. A lot of questions that we do get is, can you integrate Podio with AppFolio? And the answer is absolutely yes. I'm going to show you exactly how that's done right now. So I'm just going to select a random property, and I'm going to select the view details. And you can see this is just a general listing. I'm going to select contact us just like any tenant lead would. And just to clarify, this can also be done on Zillow, Trulia, Hotpad. Any site that syndicates with your property management software will come through this funnel and will end up in Podio, and that's extremely powerful. So I'm going to fill out this information, and you can see within my email here, within a matter of seconds, I, as the potential tenant, get an auto response just by submitting a lead. And like I said, that can be done through Zillow, Trulia, Hotpads. It doesn't matter. They can all come through. And if someone submits an inquiry about one of your properties from anywhere on the internet, they're going to get an auto response, which is extremely powerful. Now you can see here, and it even customizes email. It says Colin plus 118 Main Street equals awesome. Greetings, Colin. You have picked an awesome property. I would be thrilled to set up a time to show you around. To do so, simply select the link and select the time and date of your choosing. In the instance that you are ready to go and you know this is the one, you can go ahead and apply directly by visiting purepm.com/tenants. Now, here's where that's real powerful. So just by submitting a lead, they get an email and you can customize it from you. People do not know this is a bot. They do not know this is an auto response. Cool thing is when they reply to it, it goes directly to you. So a lot of times people just open up conversations. And it asks me to schedule a showing, and I'm going to select the location. If you've ever wondered how to do this with multiple locations, it's very simple. We can definitely show you how to do that. And what do you know? 118 Main Street is up. I can select a date, a time. And here's something I want to talk about. You know, anytime you have a lot of vacancies, a lot of people do on-demand showings. And as a business owner and property manager, I decided not to do that. And the way I manage that is at any given time, if I had 20 vacancies, I would set the calendar at the very beginning of the week. So I would say 118 Main, I'm going to do showings at that property Tuesday and Thursday from 1 to 3. Or from 1 to 2. And I would only give people those options. And while there was a little bit of pushback here and there, you would be surprised at how widely that is adopted. If you give people very little choice, they'll generally go with it. So as a typical rule of thumb, if I had 20 vacancies, I typically showed every property twice a week. And people just found a way to make it during those times. So you can see when you click on this and select a date, there's only 2 options. These are scheduled in 15-minute intervals. I'm likely only allotting 30 minutes to this showing so I can get it done pretty quickly. Now I'm going to select 10 a.m. And if you're wondering, yes, multiple people can sign up for the same showing. I'm a fan of doing it that way. But if you want to set them in 5-minute increments, 10-minute increments, or if you want it when someone selects at 10 o'clock, it goes off the calendar, you can absolutely do that. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule that, and all we have to do is show up to work in the morning, and our calendar is pre-populated with the showings that we have for that day. So super powerful stuff. Now, almost simultaneously, you can see that I have the lead come into Podio as a potential tenant, and you can see there's tons of potential tenants in here. And here's where this is awesome. You can see out of 1,100 leads, we've sorted who's interested in 5 bedrooms, who's interested in 4 bedrooms, who's interested in 3. We've collected so much data on so many people, not to mention the email list that we've grown just by doing this. It's extremely powerful. So when we get a new listing, if we get a 3-bedroom, I can simply click this button, and it's going to filter all 3 bedrooms here for me. And it's going to say, hey, I've called all these people in the past. I know who I've called. I know who I've not called. I know who's open. Not to mention that if I just select need to call, I now have a call list. I can assign someone to my staff to knock through this call list. Every single day, I made sure that any lead that was marked need to call. And just to clarify, when they come in from the internet, they're marked need to call. So I'm gonna clear that filter and I'm gonna click on the lead that just came in, and you can see it's already pre-populated with the data that was submitted through the web. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up the phone and I'm gonna give Colin a call, and you can see that Colin actually scheduled a showing through our workflow, so that's already taken care of. So that's going to be able to be seen in the calendar. It's going to be seen in here as well. So that's really powerful stuff. I can simply fill out the information. Called him on the first attempt, and after the call, I'm going to send yet another email, and all I have to do is click this button and it's going to auto generate an email. It's going to say, hey, it was great talking to you, and we can change the email based on the action steps that have occurred through here. I'm gonna give the conversation summary, and I have successfully completed the information about my lead. So now I have a database full of emails, full of potential tenants, full of target audiences that I can now take that list. I can market to them through email, I can market to them through Facebook with that information, or I can simply just have that information to pick up the phone when I need it. The main point here today is that I have been able to save tons and tons of time with the automation of simply having them schedules to go online, find the property they want, submit the lead, get the email, schedule the showing, and then show up, and we've never even spoken with them before. This is really powerful stuff, and I'm confident it's going to help you in your business as well.